like I said to you, you can never really have sort of enough tweezers. However, I went to another shop and I bought 2 lots of Burt Umber paint because the shop's shutting down, and these were reduced from like $3.99 down to $1.99, I think. So they can just sit in there for now. And I also bought some masking tape. I got 3 rolls of this, but obviously I don't need 3 rolls taking up space up here. And the other shop I went into, which was B&Q, I was looking for some more helping hands, is what I went primarily looking for. So that I don't have to keep, if I'm doing some soldering on a vehicle or something downstairs, I don't have to run back up here, get the ones from up here, take them downstairs, and then leave them downstairs accidentally, and then forget that. But these ones are actually pretty good. They were a bit more expensive, but I don't quite mind. The first set was at 89p. This set came from a rather well-known DIY store, and these were about, I think these were about £8 for the pair, but I'm not bothered because I just wanted some decent things, and they'll actually go with my scalpel. Where are we? There. Okay, so we'll actually go with my scalpel. Put him back over there. Put him in there. Right, that's getting a bit better now, isn't it? We've actually got a bench where we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, right. Let's show you what else is in this box. In this box we have this little girl that needs a bit of work. And we have this box. Okay. I'll go with what's in this box first. Let me move this out of the way so I've got somewhere to put my arms. Okay. And this is from a company called Langley Miniature Models. They are still on the go and they do some really good models. I own 3 or 4 of them and I keep wanting to buy more, but it's just the cost. Now this needs a bit of repair. This was second hand, and this came from Hattings Railway store. Well, that's one of the things it needs. This has already been built by somebody else, and it's been built to a pretty high standard. I'm quite happy with it, and it's only got 2 bits that are broken, and both bits are here. Where is the super glue? Because to be fair, there it is. The 2 bits that are broken are going to take 5 minutes to stick back on. Okay, so part A that's broken is this. This is the 5th wheel coupling, and it should sit there. So when we put this on, it will actually drop in that hole. So that's not going to take too much to fix. These will be the same era as the railway, which is the reason why I got it. Hopefully the super glue is still good. Yeah, it's been quite a decent super glue for £97. Just let me bring it up good. There you go. See, first use of the new tweezers, and because it's super glue, I'm going to use the crappy pair because I don't really want to get the super glue all over the new pair. Okay, and we just angle that down a bit, so that will go off. And then the second piece is yeah, it will fit flush thing. I'll pull it over that ridge, and over that ridge, and over that ridge, and a bit in the middle. Is that just do your stomach guard. Yeah. Thing is for these models is that it needs a high dexterity of engineering skill to actually make it so that it works. They do some kits that are designed to work, but you can get away with it in sort of like the O gauge, which is a lot bigger. But this is, he's got windows in there. He's actually cut the windows and marked out. Oh, this is, whoever actually built this, he's done a really cracking good job, better than me. Why is that loose? It's not supposed to be loose. Well, it's not coming off, sort of thing, so it will come off. Alright, I'll leave it alone, it can come off. So you see he's actually painted all the cab interior, the engine. 1960s, well 50s, 60s and up until the 80s, a lot of lorries had their engines inside the cab, not underneath. And that was primarily because it saved you having to have a massive bonnet out the front. You could make everything a little bit smaller and you could get a tighter turning circle. I'm just going to put this over here for now, just to, not that the super glue will take long to dry, but just to lag it. So yeah, the cabs were shorter so that you could get a tighter turning circle. How can I describe it? Can't really. I haven't got one out to show you, but with an Arctic lorry, the longer your cab is, so let's say, that's not very good because they're both about the same. That's actually off in the city. Is that one not? Oh no. Yes. Okay, we'll use the battery in this. So if you're both starting up, say like that line, for that one to come round and not go off of this mat, he's got to pull out, and he'll have to pull up to there, then back up a bit, then come round, then back up a bit, all the time. he's jockeying his trailer. Okay, and then he's got to hope that he's actually got enough room to swing the trailer round without the trailer catching any of the brickwork. Whereas if you've got a slightly smaller front, like this one, right, your lorry can come out, it can come right up, and then you can swing right round and drive, and at the same time his trailer has come up, his trailer is now sort of virtually behind him, and it's ready, you know, it's already following. Before that, trucks had the bonnet at the front of the engine and they were built like cars. But anyway, we have this nice little bill to work with. Fault number 1. That should have a pin locking it in. She looked better on the photographs, I'll be honest. There are quite a few windows missing and cab glazing. Most of the cab glazing is missing on the side. I am hoping that it is just fallen out and it's sat inside. But I have been reliably told that she was a runner, and I think I might have been misled here. So let's get the engine cradle out. Let's pop this new little toy open. This will give us back up to 3 Deltics running, and 1 Deltic that is probably going to end up being just a display piece. Just needs a couple of buffers, which I'm sure I can get hold of from somewhere. Well, that'll be why she don't run then, because that don't go on there. There's the broken wire with the broken clip. I don't know what that is. Oh well, that's not too bad, because I'm going to give her a service while she's off, but we have parts of the glazing. We have the 2 side windows anyway. And we have 1 other side window. But it would be nice to try and get the rest of these windows in. So I will probably have to have a look. I don't really want to sacrifice my thingamybobby. However, something did fall out and it landed downstairs in where I was looking at it in the utility room. So there are chances that there might be another couple of windows down there. Let me just check this one. I will go through the packaging and everything to try and find some of the other windows. I'm not too fussed about the 2 side windows. I could probably make some, I've got some acetate, some clear perspex that I can use for them. It's the front 2 windows. By saying that, I might get away with something. We'll have her playing a bit, but first of all we need to find out if she is going to run. Just try to put that there. looking good, is it? Looks old. It did run, but it's very, very noisy. I don't think this is running about 10 years. Right. So we shall have to probably solder a piece onto that wire. Oh yeah, so like I say, I went round looking, and then I saw these bookless coppers hanging about, and I was heading back to my van, and I knew one of them, and he shouted to me, "Hey, you alright, lad?" I was like, "Oh, alright, mate." I said, "What are you guys about?" I said, "What's going on?" He says, "You buried your egg in the sand for the last couple of weeks, Frank?" I says, "No," I says, "just don't bother listening to local news about anymore." I said, "I've had enough of it. It's always so bloody depressing." I says, "I haven't listened to any local news since, since COVID, really." And that's true. And he says, "Well, you've heard of the government's proposal to house asylum seekers in hotels on the seafront." And I said, "Oh yeah, well, I heard about it, and I've heard that nobody really wants it." And I said, "I can't really blame them." And I said, "But it's nothing to do with me. I don't really come into Skeg, and I don't. I go into Skeg